Okay, so you want to swear everybody in? You've been here before, right? Have you been before Special Master before? Okay, then why don't you just swear everybody in so we can start? Yeah, because unless they want to hear my beautiful speech.
So whoever's going to testify, just raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? Thank you very much. On the only page, 14, the first case is, it's him, right? 1784 West Avenue, SMC 2019, ending in 1127. It's a new case. There you go.
Thank you. Please state your name for the record.
Garcia?
I'm sorry?
Aram? Garcia.
And you are, what's your position with Sushi Garage?
The controller.
What?
Controller, accountant.
Oh, comptroller. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
That's
Okay, so what ended up happening?
Jim McMillan, City of Miami Beach Finance Department. On my review on this account, there's two pending resort tax filings missing, April and May.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, what's going on with that?
the sales haven't been great at the location. However, I did go to the city, and we drafted up a contract.
Of what?
A contract, an agreement on when they're going to get paid, the taxes.
Oh, payment plan.
Payment plan.
Right.
Right.
I mean, once you collect the money has to go to the city. So obviously you collected the money and it went somewhere, right? It didn't go to the city. So that's why you're here. So when will those payments be made?
The payment arrangement reads for two payments. Total of $55,613.92. First payment being made on July 12th, 2019. Second payment made 7/26/2019.
So are you guys prepared to make that payment tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so,
I'd like to request to put the copy of the contract. I can get it tomorrow and send it to Fernanda. If we
okay.
can have the order match that payment in full by 7/26 or cease and desist.
Yeah. So it'll be a
Do you need
payment in full,
Okay, I'm going to turn it.
payment in full pursuant to the payment plan by July 26, 2019, or a cease and desist will be entered. Yeah, that's the terms of the payment plan.
There, sir.
Okay. Right, do you need to have this back?
No,
or
you can keep it for the
It's
file.
for the file, okay, great. All righty,
Thank you.
all right,
Thank
thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next case is the same page, 14, 702 14th Street, JC16, ending in 299 for a mitigation.
Type of violation, when issued.
All right, let's see.
Date of violation.
There's a special master hearing November 3rd, 2016, with the compliance date for the occupational license of December 19, 2016, and the BTR as well. Otherwise, there'd be a $100 a day fine. And then somehow or another, there was that was November 3rd, 2016. Then we jump according to this, which makes no sense. So June 3rd, 2019, with an affidavit of noncompliance. So it took only 2 years to get that affidavit of noncompliance filed, or 2.5 years to be exact, which I don't understand why. And then it was a fine of $250, which was to be imposed, and the $100 a day. So did you do it retroactive, the fines then? Yeah. Right? I faced myself in Okay.
Off of the I'm sorry. Jacqueline Caicedo, City Miami Beach Code Compliance Department. Yeah, off of the non-compliant state until he came into compliance. Once he came into compliance, I believe the fine stopped.
Why do you guys wait so long to do an affidavit of noncompliance? It's 2.5 years since the compliant, you know, when they had they had to comply by December 19th, but yet the affidavit of noncompliance was filed June 3rd, 2019, 3 years later.
Your Honor, in our defense, this is from an inspector that's no longer with us. So going over his case files, we came across this issue,
Wow.
and we went ahead and took action immediately.
Okay, hopefully this isn't going to continue,
Continue.
because there's got to be some type of protocol where someone leaves, you guys are in the dark about what happens to a case. No one should have that much control, is my point, you know, especially we're public, we're transparent, so everything has to be available for each inspector to see. Okay, so here we are again. Please say your name for the record.
Good evening, Your Honor. My name is John Ferry.
Okay, Mr. Ferry, so what's your basis for a mitigation?
Well, Your Honor, we tried to get the BTR on this case, and then we discovered that there was a fire violation. And the violation was such that we needed to pull permits, work had to get done, then it needed to be re-inspected, and as soon as that all occurred, we were issued the BTR immediately. So it just was a process in getting the fire violation cured.
When was the fire, when did the fire take place?
Let's see, 2018.
Okay, so it still took over a year to get a compliance, right? Because, I mean, you were given a compliance, this is 2018, was the fire, but yet they gave you, 2016 was when you had a compliance date, okay. So-
And Your Honor, that was paid, but we didn't realize that the BTR was held up because of the outstanding violation. So, I mean, we had paid for it, we just never received the BTR. So that was sort of, I guess, on our,
What dates do you have for payment? And what BTR, what year of violation are we talking about?
Jim McMillan, City of Miami Beach Finance Department. It looks like they were in compliance with this case, the initial violation. They went out of compliance for last year, and then this year they came and got the BTR and got it resolved. Last year's issue was the fire. When we looked at it back in December, we went over everything that was pending. We gave them a stack of city bills, which they paid right away, and they closed out the fire case and were able to get their BTR within 3 months.
Well, the original violation, though, was January 13, 2016. Okay, that was your original violation. When did they get a compliance for the 2016 BTR? Or whatever, wasn't that the BTR they were not in compliance with, or 2015? What was the BTR that they were not in compliance with at the time they were given a violation?
Your Honor, I didn't go back that far, but I know that they had one of the years, and then last year they didn't have it, and this year they completed it. So there was a time gap that, you know, I didn't research because of the time.
Right, I guess,
But-
I'm trying to figure out how to mitigate whether a violation was given in 2016. And so when they get subsequent violations for not having a BTR in 2017 or 2018 or 2019, these are new violations. It has nothing to do with his original violation.
Right, right.
So I'm just trying to understand why this violation took, 3 years to get in compliance.
I can't answer that. I know that when we got the portfolio of properties that they had, that this was one of the properties that didn't have a BTR, and that's what made us clear it up back in December. So I didn't research what happened in 2015.
Okay, and you're saying that there was a fire in so from 2016 to 2018, you probably should have gotten the BTR until the fire, right? Because you said there was a fire in 2018?
correct.
So at that point, if there was a fire, you weren't in business, right? I mean, I'm assuming it made whatever, was this a apartment building?
Yes.
So you weren't renting out your units after the fire, were you? I mean, was there a time when the apartment was not being rented because of the fire?
Was it a fire or fire violation?
No, it was a fire violation, not a fire.
Oh, I thought there was a fire. So
No, no,
you've
no, no.
always rented out throughout, with whether or not you had a BTR, it's always been occupied?
Correct.
Okay, so the 2018 date that you told me about a fire violation is irrelevant.
that prevented the
Well, that's
BTR
what-
for that year,
For the 2018 BTR.
2018, yes.
I know, I want to know what kept you from getting 2016 BTR, because that's not, we're here for the 2016 BTR,
Right,
we're
well,
not
the-
here for the 2018 BTR.
Wait, hold on, let's look, let's see what,
That's fine, because we're not here on a 2018 violation, we're here on a 2016 violation, so I really want to understand what
Okay.
happened in 2016.
we're gonna research it if you give us a second.
I
Jim.
appreciate that.
Okay. Yes, 702 14th Street. The second one? Hit this one. Yeah. No. Go back to, yeah, yep. There's also 2 buildings on this parcel.
Yes.
Okay, so the 702 14th Street, 24 units, no okay, the 24 units, 2 buildings, including 1350.
Correct.
Okay, so there's 2 addresses on one parcel. The issue is, the actual violation research is in another system, but this violation would block the issuance of the BTR every year.
What violation blocked the issuance of the
The-
BTR?
This case would block the 16, ever since in 2015, when the violation was issued,
For not having a BTR and
for
a
not having
certificate
a
of use?
BTR, it would prevent the 16, 17, and 18. So they were paying, because they only paid 1 year when they paid this year, so every year they paid and renewed. They didn't get their BTR because of this one violation. I don't know why.
This makes no sense. But
Yeah, I don't know if it's the timing of the affidavit of noncompliance or what caused it. I mean, we'd have to go into the case notes in the previous system. But I know when we started working in December, it took them from December to March to get their BTR, and they cured the fire violation.
That
and all
was
the-
2018.
Yeah.
Then they had to go back retroactively and pay all the other BTRs. Or
No,
they
had
already paid them.
They had been paid.
They
Right.
paid.
But
They
the
had been
20
paid
was-
annually. We
Right.
just hadn't been receiving them because they were blocked because of the,
This one case would block it for all the years.
You have $83,000 in fines over a BTR and a certificate of use. I mean, that's why I'm just saying, it just seems so strange. How many times were they in front of special master? Just one time?
They wouldn't get scheduled until they got the affidavit of noncompliance, so.
I don't know, the whole thing's a little bizarre to me. All right, I'm gonna reduce it to $500, which is
Thank you.
basically the BTR and the court costs. I don't know what else to do, because I don't really have enough information. You guys are responsible, but yet I have nothing to support more money or a higher fine, other than the fact that you were getting fined every year. Unless, Mr. McMillan, you have anything else you wanna share with me, I don't know what they were doing wrong.
No, I have nothing else to share, except I know that they paid.
Okay,
And this year, as soon as they came in and this was brought to our attention, we
Okay.
resolved it in 4 months.
okay, so I'm gonna reduce it to $500 to be paid by August 12th. Okay.
thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Have a good night.
We have one more?
Yeah, last one. Also on page 14, 2301 Collins Avenue, SMC 2019, ending in 1115. It's a new case. I do not have service.
No service?
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna have to then, serve them. You have any communication with them? Because I know it's a resort tax.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Afternoon.
Code Compliance Officer Maharaj with the City of Miami Beach. Yes, I do have an email from yesterday stating the current account is still have a pending balance.
Okay, we need to have service, though. We have
Okay.
no service on them. So why don't we reschedule this and have some service?
operating?
The address for this is condo,
Mhm.
so we can't prove whether or not.
It depends how quickly you can get service. You can get service quickly. Actually, let's do September 5th. Okay, reset it for September 5th. Why don't we post it?
Thank you.
All righty, that
Thank you.
concludes our 6 o'clock calendar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.